Story time on how I found out that my husband has been drugging me and making his dog have his way with me. Backstory: I am a 25-year-old female and I currently live in Lagos, Nigeria. I met my husband when I was in 400 level in school. Mind you, I studied a 5-year course, which means that I spent another year in school before my husband and I decided to proceed. When I was in 400 level, I met my husband. The relationship was sweet. In the beginning, I didn't even like him. I didn't like the idea of being around him. I just wanted to be on my own at the time, but he was persistent and everything. He would get me gifts, he would take me out on dates, and he told me that he was ready to wait until I was ready to get into it with him and stuff. So I thought to myself, this guy. Fast forward to my 400 level second semester, we now started dating. I gave him a chance and everything. Throughout my 500 level, I was the talk of the town. Everybody wanted to be like me because this guy was taking very good care of me. But one thing I noticed about my husband is that he told me that he doesn't want to touch me, like he doesn't want us to have sex, that he wants the relationship to just be like sexless, that because he feels like sex used to ruin things, that we should just kick it down a notch, that we should not have sex and everything. So I thought this is very weird, and it was like, oh, that I can use vibrators and stuff, and I was using those things, and to be honest, I was sexually satisfied because it was like, oh, he's a Christian, and that he wouldn't want to ruin like the religious thing for him, so we should just keep it till the marriage time. So fast forward to my sign out period now. This guy showed up with flowers, he showed up with everything, and he popped the question right in front of everybody: are you going to marry me, or will you marry me? And I was so happy. I told him yes, although I was not ready and I didn't know he was going to do it at that time because I was just graduating. I didn't even know what I wanted to do next, and I didn't think it was going to be marriage, but like we were in a very serious relationship. So this relationship continued and everything. We got engaged for like 2 months. We started planning the wedding. I met his parents, I met his friends, I met everybody. They were so nice to me. He comes from a very average family, but this guy is actually very loaded because he spends on me, and he was telling me that like after our marriage, he just wants to buy me like a car and everything. So this guy has been treating me so nicely. Like, he has been treating me so nicely. I even remember one time like that my phone like got very bad when I was in like 400 level, and he changed it even when we were not even dating, and he hadn't even touched me yet, and he did not even touch me like until, do you understand? So fast forward now, this wedding preparation started. We started this wedding. I was excited, like I was the bride. We were spending so much money. This guy kept dropping money. The wedding was just such a big wedding. It was a success. So many people came. So many important people came to my wedding. I was so happy. Even my parents were proud of me. Everybody was proud of me. Unlike my husband, I come from a very poor background. In fact, I am the one feeding my family, and since my husband has gotten into my life, he has taken charge of the responsibility. He has started feeding my family for me and everything. So I love this man so much. Do you understand? This relationship continued. We started preparing for the wedding. His family really liked me. My family liked them. It seems like they were together, although there were one or two things that were going on in the background, but like those ones didn't really matter and everything. This relationship now continued now. So fast forward to when we got married. On the night of our wedding, I told my husband that I was ready for everything, since he said that it is Christianity that made him not want to do stuff with me. Like, do you understand? He now said, oh, that he's tired, that we can do it tomorrow and everything. So I now noticed the pattern. Like, first day we didn't do anything, second day, third day, fourth day. On the 5th day, his friends now came visiting. About 4 of them. Like, they came with champagne, and they were like, they came to celebrate with us for our wedding. That, in fact, there are some of them I even saw that I had not even seen before during the wedding. So I believe that it means like they just came back. They were like, oh, they're so sorry, everything. One even collected my account number. He did money to me. They were like, oh, that I should go and make pepper chicken. So I took pepper chicken, I made pepper chicken, like I gave to them. So they were now saying that why am I on my own, that I should come and join them, that I should come and take champagne with them. So I now took champagne with them. What I noticed is that after that champagne, I didn't really know what happened next. The only thing I know is that I woke up the next morning and my husband was telling me that, oh, that's me and him, that we did it so much, that we were really knocking each other, and that I really liked that. I was shouting, I was screaming, and I said that I don't have any memory of us doing anything like that. I don't. Now said that I was wanting it so badly, and I said I don't have any memory of doing. I don't think I remember doing anything. Now said then that's me, that I was just wanting it, and maybe I was just tired, and that maybe I'm having. He just said something very funny. But what I noticed is after that period, my husband and I never did anything again. Like until after like 2 weeks, some of his friends came to the house again and they brought NSC. They said, oh, that one of them just got a contract and they have this culture of going to each other's house to go and celebrate, blah blah blah. So the same pattern, oh, go and make pepper chicken for us, come and drink with us and everything. The same thing happened. The next morning I woke up, my husband was telling me that, oh, we did so much. But what I now noticed the second time is that I saw some discharge, like I saw some things that indicated that I had done something with somebody, but I don't have a memory of doing anything with my husband. So I challenged him. I said, I don't have any memory of doing anything with you. Why is it that it's always when I'm unconscious I always doing stuff with me? Why are we not doing it? Why can't we do it now as I look you like this, as me and you look each other? Why can't, sister, oh my god, let's continue the story. Why can't we do it like this, like as all 2 of us they look each other like this? Why is it that it's every time that your friends are, do you understand? Immediately he became angry. He said, what do I mean? That he knows that me I don't like his friends, that me I want to push his friends away. And I said, no, that is not like that. It's not like I want to push your friends away, but I just noticed that every time your friends come to the house, I just like I'll sleep off. The next morning you're telling me that we had sex and I don't even recall and everything. Oh, shall that West, you're off for me. Oh, that West, you're off. Do you understand? Before you know it now, everything now shall continue. After a month, I noticed that Because normally his friends used to come like in intervals, like maybe like that one was like a week difference. Do you understand? But this one they went for like a month. We didn't see them. Do you understand? After that, they now came back again. They said one of them is getting married, that they just got engaged and they want to come and celebrate in my husband's house. Me, I now stood up from the table, went upstairs. My husband came to me and I asked him that why is it that every time something is that don't they have houses? Why can't they invite us, like me and my husband? We should go to their house and go and celebrate. Why are they always coming to our own house to celebrate? Why are they always bringing drink? Do you understand? My husband brushed my curiosity off and just said that his friends just like to be around him. And I said no, I made the chicken and everything. They now said I should come and join them as usual. I should come and take drink with them. But as at this point in time, I was not even really suspecting that anything crazy was going on. I just felt like probably I was not good with alcohol, so I didn't really want to take it. But they kept encouraging me and saying I should take the alcohol now, take the alcohol now. So they poured wine for me. Immediately we just heard like a very big sound from outside, like it sounded like a bomb. So everybody ran outside like to go and check, like in panic to go and check what was happening outside. Do you understand? So before you know it, before they were coming, I didn't really follow them like that. So I carried the wine and I poured it away and I acted like I had already taken the wine, like, but I did not take the wine. Do you understand? When they came back, they were not looking at us. They were not saying me, yawo, you go there tired like this, so they kept asking me, you go there tired like this, so, and I said yes. So when I noticed that they were already giving me some, they're asking me some questions, everybody's wondering why I'm not sleeping, and I pretended to fall asleep. When I pretended to fall asleep, I noticed that my husband was telling his friends, well, yeah, this one, she don't even drink plenty, she could just go, you know, be like the other one. Do you understand? So in signifying that there was somebody there before me, and he never told me that he even had another wife or another girlfriend or anything. Do you understand? So he took me upstairs. When my husband went downstairs to go and escort his friends out of the house, like when his friends were leaving, I ran downstairs and I picked a knife because I didn't know what was going on. I noticed that after like some 2 hours, he now came upstairs and I now noticed that he was opening the back door. And that particular back door that is in our room, it leads to the house of the dog. Do you understand? I noticed that he went to open the back door and then it was like he was bringing the dog inside, and I saw the dog approaching me. He brought the dog into the room while I was just lying on the bed, and it was just soliloquizing and saying that this one she could just sleep. Anyways, you go do your own so that money go come out. Do you understand? Before you know it, I now saw the dog approaching me. Like the dog was legit approaching me. The dog was trying to do something with me. So I noticed that my husband left the room the moment the dog climbed the bed. It looks like the dog already knew what he was supposed to do. So the moment I noticed that the dog was approaching me, I pulled out the knife that I took from the kitchen earlier and I choked the dog and I killed the dog. I ran out of the house immediately and I went straight to the nearest police station to go and report the case. Then I met this particular woman police that has empathy, and then she started telling me that she doesn't know what they can do, and that at that time you cannot just go into somebody's house and that there's no evidence of what she's saying, that she's just saying it. But they took me in, that they took care of me, and there was actually nothing wrong with me. So the next day they said, okay, we'll go there the next day and let us go and check what